Greetings, mortals. I am Natas, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 334, titled Fragile Soul. So, just going off the title, I think we can all just agree that it's time that we all give a big clap of applause to the people who thought that Lucius's magic was gonna be soul magic. Bravo, everyone, bravo. I mean, it's literally the title, for God's sakes. And we don't even have to wait until we get to the chapter. It's clearly gonna be in the fucking title. So yeah. With the reveal of Lucius's magic in the title, let's just get into this chapter so we don't overly analyze it. Because let's be real, we're gonna overly analyze it during the chapter, and several other things probably. So anyways, let's start. As we start off with a bit of a flashback panel of showing off the Devil Union for the first time, as we get a bit of an explanation about it. Asta's Devil Union can erase even large spells in magic battles. It's overwhelmingly powerful. However, he can only hold it for 5 minutes. Asta decided to compensate for that by using Devil Union on just one part of himself. This focused the discharge of anti-magic and extends it to 10 minutes. Huh. So, I guess that the only improvement, or at the very least, if this narration is correct, the only improvement that has happened during these year and 3 months of a time skip is Devil Union now can have a partial form where it takes longer, but it's less of a shield when it comes to magic. Kind of an interesting little thing. You would think there would be an increase of the time limit, or it's just straight up no time limit at all. But I suppose the one does have to have a way to have anti magic be a bit countered. I mean, seriously, I really do feel like Tabata as is in this stage or during the months they were actually, getting ready for this for being Black Clover. They were like, all right, how do we keep the Devil Union form, but and not make it be falling apart? It about making it so every single fucking opponent cannot win. And I guess that's the way they found out. Granted, I do feel like there will be probably an increase of the Devil Union timeline a bit later, but we don't really know. So yeah, anyways, then we get I guess Arsenal speaking is like intent of covering him entirely. It's concentrated on one point, denser, stronger. Now I'm not sure if that's supposed to be actually Lucis or Asta because now that I read it, it seems more like it was someone talking. I mean, I'm just saying it's talking because the way they are, talk here, the word balloons are a bit different. Anyways, then we have Asta going for the slash at Lucius. As then we have Lucius just using time magic because now he hits more freely, just like avoids it. Like it goes there, but then boom, uses Oreo far enough so it doesn't hit him. Or it kind of looks like it was more like a yo-yo effect, honestly. Anyways, we have Asta screaming, naming, "Sister, get out of here, please!" As then he charges in to go fight Lucius, and we have Lucius just being all confident and smirking. As then we have Lucius throwing a bunch of those, balloons at time that he had when Julius, those like bubble things. I have no idea why they have those designs, and I haven't heard any reason behind any of the lore thing. Or some people imagine how Lucius Grimoire right now is at like coverless state when it's time magic, which makes me wonder if there's some kind of like a time magic specific reason why there's no cover for this. Because we know Lucius has a Grimoire, but we don't know. But when he uses time magic, it doesn't seem to be a cover. So yeah, anyways, there we have narrator again popping up and be like, spells that manipulate time are invincible. Nothing in the natural world can defy time. However, as we see us avoiding and slashing a few of the balloons, as we make Lucius, I guess, I don't know why he's doing that. He like popped out some time bubble and then he like started going through the building with it. Not sure if this is supposed to be like that role being like trapped in it, or if it's something, or if it's like going back to when it was like destroyed or something. Well, regardless, he sends this part in towards Asta as Nato again pops out is like anti-magic can be neutral, the natural enemy of invincible magic. So yeah, as then we have Asta's anti-magic like just kind of dispelling this weird bubble thing. So yeah, I guess this is supposed to be like these are the two strongest forms of power in existence: time and anti-magic, which is honestly true. Like it's honestly kind of weird how Magicula replaced. Actually, this does make me now wonder: is well, all right. So Lucifer will refer to himself as the strongest, and while it was kind of mockingly, Lucy has kind of confirmed that Lucifer is the strongest. So I do have to wonder if there is what. How come anti-magic that seems to be way more powerful than time magic is? How does that whole thing go? Or is a drummer just a giant idiot or something? I don't know. It's like a really weird thing. Because remember, the three devils are relatively on the same floor, so you would think they're at least like, alright, even if someone does have higher magic, it wouldn't be like a big oh shit thing. So yeah, it's kind of weird on that point forward. Anyways, then we have Asta just flying through next to the building as he screams to the two nobles that were in there, "Everybody, run for it!" As they're the one be like, "Eek!" As the other guy's like, "What the in the As then we have Lucius appearing behind Asta as he touches him by the neck. As Lucy says, "You two really are a nuisance." I'm guessing you two are referring to Austin Libre, which it's kind of weird how Libre kind of stops existing. Like I get that, like in this form, Libre is I think either becomes a chibi or just kind of shrinks or disappears for the armor thing. But it's kind of weird how it actually combines with Asta's body. But it's kind of weird how he never even interacts or talks when he is like normal chibi. Like in the previous chapters where they were like just talking, I actually completely missed Libre because he was just like kind of on a chibi form in the background. I mean, say what you want about Belle, but at the very least, the bitch gets her presence known, unlike Libre, who just disappears. Anyways, they have Arthur just like spinning around and slashing Lucius, as then Lucius just uses time magic again to appear somewhere else. As Lucius says, "No chance, even if I touch him. I knew it." I wonder what Lucius was doing. Foreshadowing for the other chapter. Thank God this is just supposed to foreshadow the ending and not. I don't know. How long do people want to be patient when it comes to Black Clover? A few months? A year or two? Anyways, they have Lucius appearing next to Asta and going for a punch as Lucius says, only physical attacks work on anti-magic. So yeah, like everyone kind of pointed out now, physical attacks are essentially the best way to harm Asta, and this is why he's going to fist fights. Which I do have to wonder if there's like a reason behind this being so effective because alright, so Tobatok stated in I believe volume 10 that a lot of people don't use normal punches, normal kicks, normal anything. Like I believe like there are 11 characters who were revealed at that point. Like he was going up to the ones who were revealed. So characters like Meliona, Darkrai, and those characters don't actually have, stats there. Even though I feel like a few of those would probably have, normal strength, higher level strength, but we don't see it. And because Julius was already revealed, obviously during that time he wasn't ranked amongst those. So I'm kind of curious why doesn't Lucius, how Lucius is this level of physical strength. I mean, I know it's always some gravity effect, but still, it just feels like a bit of a, you'd still think hand to hand would not, if you were use purely physical mana boosts, would still, have a bad effect. Although I guess Lucifero had a big enough gap to a point his physical attacks were strong enough. But still, I feel like there would probably be some level of, cancellation, even if it's like half. So yeah. Anyways, then we have us saying, why is he this good at hand-to-hand combat? He's like that guy, the Devil King. This is good. He like went for one punch and broke a lot of things. Which again, I guess that is supposed to be super impressive. Which if Asta is sweating from this level of physical strength, then this does put a question on how well he would go up against any combatant from other AMAs. Mates when they are more, used who clearly have better physical strength of feats than, destroying the roof of a building. But that will lead to a big discussing about versus matches, and I'm not going to go into that stupid fight discussion. But yeah. Anyways, then we have us saying, except we are stronger than we were back then. And then we have Asta going for a swing. And before any of these insane power scalers from Black Clover start saying that, he's just saying here that they are stronger than they were there. That doesn't mean that he can like one shot 150% Lucifer or something, or whatever ridiculous claim people like Broku did for uh, for like power progression. I mean, seriously, I'm not. On just so real clear, I'm saying that his vocals like increases a bit insane once you really think about it. Not that he makes terrible power scaling videos, just that his increases a bit, more than it should be. But anyways, then we have Asta going for a swing as he gets closer and goes in for a whoosh. But fortunately, Lucius just is able to dodge it before it gets to him and before he gets any kind of damage. As then we have Asta putting that sword. I think it's one of his swords back as he pulls out the katana. Wait, didn't he already have the katana? Maybe he's replaced. I don't really know. I'm honestly getting kind of confused with the swords. Maybe whatever. But he's pulling out. Yeah, he already has the katana, so I guess maybe it's his puts. Oh, I think he put katana inside and putting the difference outside. The one that's I think supposed to like free the spirits or some. No, actually, the one that the one they got doing the dungeon arc. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, so I get kind of like confused with swords. I don't really like the swords. I'm a scythe guy. So he goes for a swing with that sword, but loose as then he uses anti magic doing that to like cancel the time magic as he goes it for a strike as he I think hit. I'm not like sure. Also says this'll work. Not sure what this is supposed to mean. As they have Lucy's reply, I'd expect no less of you. Your strength threatens world peace. However, as then all right, he doesn't. I think he did get slashed, but I don't think it like damaged him much because we see a bit of there's like a bit of a blacking on one side of his cloak. So I think that was supposed to have been like a strike. And then Lucy has whatever his grimoire is starting to like get a cover again, or his cover starting to glow as he uses his devil powers. As Lucia says, as long as I'm here, it won't happen. While I was born into a family of devil hosts, I learned magic that can purify devil power and grant secret power to humans. As they in the as in what he says that his horns that he had got, which are antler horns or deer horns, as some people pointed out. If we see that first, that we get the black stuff, that the horns usually look, but then we have that disperging and becoming white, or more likely, I think it's like the black stuff is like becoming white out, and it's being like turned destroyed away to reveal this holiness. As Lou says, this is humanity's true form, as he's now, or he goes into this similar form as like Saint Juno, where it's like this holy aura all around your clothing, the terrible transformation type. Oh, I always hate those who basically you basically look the same exact like there's like one color engulfing you. Not a fan of it, as you can imagine. As then we get like those horns that he had previously as deer, People who call Tabata to be like fifth dimensional rider are now losing their shits probably because he was about to grade here and now he has antlers. So yeah, that's happening as he also gets like this weird like pointless halo on him. And not one, but two, maybe three, depends on what you think that like circle and pointy top is. As he says that, as he gets like this weird, like also gets like this kind of like a time, I guess, circle around him with angelic wings coming from it. And also some weird vines on the face. I don't know about it's just kind of no, which, not gonna lie, I'm kind of not really all that impressed by this transformation. It's kind of like lost. It's just like, I mean, again, maybe it's supposed to be, maybe it will look bad if it was, demonic or something. But I don't know, this like holy purified just looks idiotic. Also, can someone explain to me why we demons are blamed for everything and considered to be more evil when it's clear that these angelic holy creatures are more dangerous than us and more chaotic and far more worst? I mean, seriously, we may be destroying everything we see, but at the very least, we do not try to destroy the entire world constantly. We try to rule it and make it into hell. Like that's our ultimate plan here, people, not this. Anyways, then we have Asta just looking at him. Is he in shock? Is he saying, "What is that key? It's not human or devil. Angels, angels." Which makes me wonder if this is what they're gonna be referring to this form as angelic or something. I don't know really. I don't think anyone ever used the word angel. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Asta. Seeing that Lucius is starting to use magic as it's like wrapping around him. I was like, oh, predict his teleportation. Teleportation, it's good. He's just moving around time. And then he gets shocked as he sees Sister Lily as Lucy holds him, and he's like, oh yeah, I know who I have to capture. As he's like stand like super smug right now. As he's holding Lily, as I was like, Sister! As Lily's like all shivering and shaking, like, oh, stop! Remembering to herself, what's going on? As they have Lucius, which a sadistic smile that's somehow not sadistic, thinking to himself, saying to Asta, my magic is soul magic. It transforms the soul of anyone I touch. The soul is the source of human life, spirit, and magic, which I think was actually there a long time ago about mana and stuff like that. So that makes sense. And then we have us screaming, what are you trying to pull? And then we have us to be like, Demon Dweller would cut Sister Lily too. I can draw Demon Slasher in time. So essentially, there's a hostage situation. I guess they're not as fast as we all thought they were. Or I mean, it's more like a bolt and a handgun thing. You can't really like find a way. Or to find out this time, it's like it'll just a finger. As then we have Lucia saying, "Let me show you a human who is truly happy." As then we have us saying, "Don't." As then we have Lucius using his soul magic on Sister Lily. As it honestly, the way that Sister Lily's like draw him makes it look like those Conjuring or Possession movies, where like have like twisting and like crawling, like they look like they would get their body snapped or something. As he's using his soul magic on her, as he starts to I don't then we give Sister Lily like wings. As then we see Sister Lily saying, Asta, it's for the sake of peace. Please die. As then we get a close up of see a close up of Sister Lily's face after this weird transformation thing, as she has like similar vines to Lucius, but unlike Lucius, who has like his normal eyes, I think. I mean, yeah, it's different to tell by colors. Her eyes seem to be more wired out and bigger, although her hair color at least is the same as well. And yeah, there also seems to be like a bit of a different, those things that sisters wear on top of them, like that covers most of the hair. That one's also like replaced with some kind of weird thing. as she says that we have Asta getting cut, like pretty much here his heart broken because of that statement, which to be fair, it's clearly brainwashing. Like just look at the fucking eye, and even magic itself, like options are very limited there. As then we have Asta realizing that he's covered with some blood, as Lucia says, "What a fragile soul! You'll never defeat me that way." As he like kind of salutes, or Marcus salutes, maybe he's like showing him the blood from his hands from it. As then he says, "Goodbye, flower of the world." As Asta starts to fall, as then we also get like a bit of a shot of Sister Lily and Lucia just kind of like flowing there. So yeah, although and Sister Lily's wings are more like just standard angel wings, and she also has like one halo. And yeah, her outfit is also like kind of looks as like similar kind of structure to way Lucius has. So yeah, so let's see. Where should I talk? Is this the end of the battle? It's a bit early, I would say. I could see it being, but I could also see someone jumping in. I mean, Noel and Mimosa should be in the eyesight, and they could, I think they know enough, and they could probably guess enough from visual clues and everything. Wait, there's something wrong. That person may look like Lucid King, but there's clearly something deeper. So I could see them jumping in, finding like Noel going over there with like a sword swing and then most like healing cam. Granted, you didn't have to question why would Lucius allow this to happen. After all, he wants to kill Einstein. Those two are clearly going to be helping him. I mean, would think he would just quickly, time stop, time stop, time stop. But we have to see how that goes. And yeah, if that's going to happen. Another thing I would like to bring up, and that is this is something that was actually was technically something that was brought up to me is that Anime Up, I believe, stated that when we had that shot of Sister Lay being held by Lucius and she's like just trying to transform her, is that how it's like similar to how like Vanica was holding Lope Chica in that shot. When she was like, when we cut back to the battle between Vanica 100% and Charlotte and the real what. As it's very like a similar thing, not the exact same, but it's similar. And yeah, and then I noticed that there, weirdly enough, does seem to be a lot of like correlation between the two of them. Like one thing is both Vonica and Lucius have their marks on the same side of their head, as well as the fact that when we first see like Vonica going through her transformation, we actually see her being in a same like side, the same side as Lucius was when he was transforming, like on the same corner. As well as the fact that Davos take over the same spot, which is interesting because we never actually got any kind of implication that any of them are like that close. And the fact that Vonica is like the one that's really unexplored and really like it's clear Vonica was pushed more in the background amongst the Dark Triad to Dante and Xenon. It's kind of interesting how there are these correlations, plus the fact that Vonica had like the most recent events before the whole war with the Spade Kingdom, like attacking the Diamond and all that. Like with her attacking the Clover Kingdom, or Axel specifically, because of a rumor. So that's very likely from Lucifero, or Lucius. Not to mention, I've actually had like the weirdest death. So with all that, you do have a couple of other things I could go about, but that's like its own video, and in reality, we really think about it. But it is kind of interesting how there does seem to be more of a like correlation or more of a like more of similar, like there are a lot of similarities. The similarities, a lot of lines are very weird. So I do one of this is foreshadowing for like a relationship with those two. Not that type of relationship, but I mean like those two may have more of a closer master servant bond than like Xena and Dante had. Something to just bring up. So yeah, as for what's gonna happen next chapter, like I said, I'm assuming someone's gonna show up and heal Asta. Quite how is it gonna be handled? I don't know. Maybe we're just gonna cut away. Maybe it's gonna reveal that Asta actually, he can still fight, and this like little thing that he like. Maybe he's just gonna go Devil Union full mode 5 minutes. Like maybe he's gonna go that. I mean, no, we'll see. Or maybe we could just cut away. That's also possible. I mean, we know there's a group of Magic Knights somewhere else, so we'll see on that front. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.